directly in combat? No. I've never claimed to, never will. I do not have a Purple Heart because it wasn't a wound.
They don't have a Purple Heart.
I don't steal that which is not mine. I don't steal and I don't lie. Hey, Finkel, you should try it, dude. You should try to stop stealing the credit of other men greater than you. Stop licking Master Sergeant's butthole. The guy sat there and you patched to an infant.
If you
Well. This is why I live a program of complete honesty, because I'm aware from my ex-wife, who's very much like yours, because I've seen Kaiser, because I've seen you, because I see people who lie and embellish and make shit up as they go. They always forget the details. I'm aware of this. That's why, well, there's other reasons too. It's just much easier when you never embellish, you never lie. You never have to remember what you told. You just have to remember what you lived. Generally Spasic, I'm sorry. Miles Murphy, I'm sorry. Fake Christian, I'm sorry. Whatever the fuck your name is. The reason they outed you without getting your DD-214, oh, trust me, it's on the way. But the reason they're able to out you is because they kept you on for 5 hours, kept you going, kept you talking. You let a liar talk enough, and he will contradict himself. He will overwrite the previous lie with a new lie because he forgets the details, because the easiest details to remember is the truth. That is why you will never find me contradict anything about my military career. If I was going to embellish, surely I would have done better in my story than my mediocre career. I left as an E5P. I left with 14 years of active service, active duty. That's a long time for such a low pay grade. I wasn't on the fast track. I don't have any heroic awards. Yeah, I have an NDSM, a free ribbon for anyone who served in the time period. Didn't matter if you were on the front lines. Didn't matter if you were a clerk at the MEP stations. The reason everyone knows that you are a liar because they kept you talking and you kept overriding yourself. Now, what's all this about licking people's buttholes? What kind of homophobic homosexual are you? I know there's homosexuals and there's homophobics and there's LGBTQ agnostics. You're apparently a homophobic homosexual. That sounds like a contradiction in terms, but you are just fixated with things like licking buttholes and men doing men, and it's just like you told Josh and Jeff here to send their dick pics to you several times on that night. I don't know what to say, man. Yeah, go through any of the streams or any of the hell, if you want to, go to Master Sergeant's. When I was early in streams, Master Sergeant hosted me. I told a story. I tell my panel stories all the time. It's always the same story or the same parts of a story. The details in my military history. Joined the National Guard, dropped out of high school, went Navy Reserve, went active duty Navy, went active duty Army, Norfolk, San Diego Basic Training, Norfolk, Cuba, Leo Ops in the Caribbean, Comedies Force 87, fought fires on the Stark, fought Greenpeace in Denmark, got my blue nose on team, I can remember, it was a teamwork or team spirit, got out of the Navy, went active duty Army, deployed to Panama, Nimrod dancer, not just cause. Because of the Stark incident, when Hussein invaded Kuwait, I thought in my stupid juvenile youth that I wanted to go to Iraq and get revenge. I was too immature to realize that was just 2 pilots, not the entire nation. And I went to Korea. They sent me to Korea. I wanted to go to Iraq or Kuwait or Saudi Arabia, but they sent me to Korea. Just a random PCS stroll. I went to Korea. I drank a lot. And, oh, turtle. Yeah, you refer to these folks as turtle. I don't think either one of them was ever in Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, the term turtle comes from second ID in Korea because back in the late 80s and early 90s, and I'm sure for quite a while before, when you get to division, to in-process, to be at one of the units that are part of the second ID, the entrance door to the in-processing center is about, I can't remember, 10, 20 feet from the door that you come out of when you complete out-processing 1 year later. And the joke is, it takes you a year to in-process and move 10 or 20 feet and be out-processed. That takes you a whole year. Therefore, you're a slow-moving reptile. You're a turtle. Now, the funny thing is, whether you've been there once or twice or 20 times, you still go through the same process. You in-process, you spend a year, you out-process, and you go back to the States or whatever your next duty assignment is. But they like to pin the word turtle on the new guys. And every time you're in Korea and you do something stupid, you drop a tray in the dining hall, everyone yells out, "Turtle!" You get drunk and you fall in one of those drainage ditch. They also call them turtle ditches. You get made fun of because you're a turtle. You do anything stupid, it gets directed at you as if it was your first tour, and it was my first and only tour. People would call you a turtle. But hell, they would even add the joke to the people who did something stupid who were there a third or fourth time. That is turtle in the United States Army lingo. He refers to these two guys as turtle because he misunderstands. When he was a low pay grade on his first tour, he didn't really understand. He just knew people were slung the insult as turtle anytime they did something stupid. Therefore, in his little pea brain, turtle equals doing something stupid. People do stupid things in Germany were not turtles. People who did stupid things in Fort Campbell were not turtles. People who did stupid things in Fort Polk, and trust me, there was a lot of stupidity at Fort Polk, they were not turtle. Turtle is specific to second ID in Korea in that time period. I don't know if that went away or not. I don't know if they still have turtle ditches. I don't know if the in and out processing doors are so close together. I don't know. But I do know that is where the term turtle comes from. All right, I'm already at 7 minutes, and we just, he's trying to call me out for embellishing my career. If I was going to embellish my career, dipshit, I'd be a 2 Purple Heart, 3 wartime deployment, Staff Sergeant MP. Yes, your buddy, Kaiser. No, that ain't me. I'm a mediocre soldier. I was a mediocre sailor. Cheerio.